to see if you're okay. I didn't say any blue one, I said the light blue. The flag up there. The light blue flag. Yeah, you see them, the light blue, yeah. Yeah. So how do that get I'm just talking. I've been here for 8 hours. This is my last parade.
Ladies and gentlemen, this march across the front of the line is said to have originated with the Crusades. The troops offering themselves for Holy Service were drawn up in long formation, and the band countermarched only before those chosen to serve.
Jeder steht hier und wartet, wo er ist. Nee, ich hab Glück gehabt, da habe ich nicht mehr gewusst, woanders sein
Couple of Cadillacs. You don't know which one is
Yeah, that way you don't know which one's his.
Yeah, you got quite a few Cadillacs. That's a hell of a motor.
Even if just like regular cars, they all police. She looking?
That big yellow ice cream truck.
What's up, guys? Right now.
Hi, Jasmine.
He's the one that's got about 150 people. You have to wait. Probably, I think it's about hockey everywhere. Say his personal press card. No, that wasn't him. Okay, I know who you're talking about.
The Honorable Richard C. Holcomb, Ambassador to the Federal Republic of Germany. The Governing Mayor of Berlin, Eberhard Diepken, and Proud Diepken. Please welcome the First Lady of the United States, Hillary Rodham Clinton, and Frau Hannah Kohl.
There she is.
Ladies and gentlemen, your host for today is Major General Walter H. Yates, Commander of the United States Army Berlin, and the guest host is General David M. Mattis, Commander-in-Chief, United States Army Europe and 7th Army. Also in the reviewing party is the Chancellor to the Federal Republic of Germany, Dr. Helmut Kohl. The reviewing officer for today's ceremony is the President of the United States of America, President William J. Clinton. Please stand for the arrival of the reviewing party. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States and the Chancellor of the Federal Republic of Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
I thought you were saying, just in your time.
happened to be facing him at the time, yeah.
Straight there, so yeah. There wasn't blind time.
I don't think he was in the embassy.
All these people, just regular crowds. Need to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President will accompany Major General Gates and the Commander of Troops as they inspect a mounted inspection of the troop formation.
That's good. And then you're going to walk around.
Delta, same traffic.
They're here. Look like we stand right close to it. I just want to see because you can see better through here.
Ladies and gentlemen, approaching the United States Army Berlin calling line. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to the flag of the German and American. President is presenting the Army Superior Unit Award to the United States Army Berlin and Berlin Brigade for exceptional democracy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Berlin Brigade Inactivation Order. Army Group and Set of Army. Permanent Orders 80-3, dated 16 June 1994. For Headquarters, Berlin Brigade. The following action is directed. Unit inactivated. Effective 15 August 1994. By authority of the Secretary of the Army.
No, I was over there and the lady was like,
A plaque to be placed over the McNair Barracks is being presented in the name of the governing mayor of Berlin, Eberhard Dietke, commemorating the inactivation of the American garrison in Berlin. It reads in part, for almost 5 decades, the soldiers stationed here protected and defended free Berlin, often at the risk of their lives. Germans and Americans became partners and friends in an alliance based on the common values of democracy, freedom of the individual, and the rule of law. Side by side, they will continue in the future to stand up for human rights and the preservation of peace. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commander of the United States Army Berlin, Major General Walter H. Yates.
President Mrs. Clinton, Chancellor Mrs. Kohl, Mayor Mrs. Deactivation, Ambassador Holbrook, Secretary Christopher, General Mrs. Jolin, General Mrs. Maddox, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Berlin Brigade, I would like to welcome you to this ceremony honoring the soldiers, past and present, who man this outpost of freedom. It is a great honor and pleasure to have you with us today in this great city. Soldiers of the Berlin Brigade, last week we completed our 49th year of service in Berlin and began our 50th year of service here. In September, we will lower the flag of the United States of America from over Clay Compound for the last time and depart the capital of a reunited Germany. It is important that you know and that you remember that you served in a historic place during historic times when major historic events were unfolding. A great American leader, Martin Luther King, once said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy." You were not on the sidelines of the Cold War. You were center stage, and you did your job extremely well. Nor were you on the sidelines of the peacekeeping and other operations that followed the Cold War. You were center stage in Saudi Arabia and Iraq, in Turkey, in Kenya, in Croatia, and in Macedonia, and you did your job extremely well. For your outstanding service and sacrifice and that of your families and our civilians, you have just been recognized by the President of the United States for the Army Superior Unit Award. And for that, Mr. President, we thank you. You're the greatest soldiers that I've ever had the opportunity to serve. And for that, I thank you. And to our dear Berliners, the time is rapidly approaching when we will leave you and it will not be an easy party. I would only ask you to remember all the great challenges that we faced together, all the great sacrifices that we shared together, and the great reward that we reaped together. Sie sind die Frieden stiften, den sie werden, Kinder Gottes genannt. May God bless our great soldiers. Gott schütze Berlin. May God bless the United States of America. One statesman, the architect of unified Germany, who has seen the dream of his country realized, can express all of Germany's feelings for the Berlin Brigade and for this nation's dreams for the future. I am deeply honored to present to you that statesman, the Chancellor of the Federal Republic of Germany, Dr. Helmut Kohl. Mr. Chancellor, the Berlin Brigade.
Herr Präsident, liebe Frau Clinton, meine Damen und Herren, Soldaten der Berlin Brigade.
Mr. President, Mrs. Clinton, ladies and gentlemen, soldiers of the Berlin Brigade.
Es ist für mich eine große Ehre, mit Ihnen allen und vor allem mit Ihnen, Herr Präsident, heute hier zu sein.
It is a great honor for me to be with you all here today and to be here particularly with you, President Clinton.
Sie, die Soldaten der Berlin Brigade, haben den freien Teil Berlins und unserer Bundesrepublik Deutschland in der schwierigen Zeit des Ost-West-Gegensatzes Schutz und Hilfe gewährt.
You, the soldiers of the Berlin Brigade, have given us protection and generous help, us and to the free part of the city and to the Federal Republic of Germany in the difficult times of East-West conflict.
Dafür schulden wir, die Deutschen und vor allem alle Berlinerinnen und Berliner, Ihnen Dank.
We, the Germans, and
Wir gedenken in dieser Stunde auch den amerikanischen Soldaten, die für die Freiheit Berlins ihr Leben gelassen haben.
in this hour and at this moment, let us also remember those American soldiers who lost their lives for the freedom of the city of Berlin.
Ihr Land, die Vereinigten Staaten von Amerika, hat die Wiedervereinigung Deutschlands vorbehaltlos unterstützt. Und wir Deutsche werden Generationen unserer amerikanischen Freunde dies nie vergessen.
Your country has unconditionally supported reunification of our divided people. And we Germans, for generations to come, shall never forget this. We shall always remember what our American friends did for us.
Heute wird die Berlin Brigade außer Dienst gestellt. Im September werden die alliierten Schutzmächte offiziell verabschiedet. Damit endet ein wichtiger Abschnitt in der Geschichte Deutschlands und in der Geschichte Berlins.
Today, the Berlin Brigade will be inactivated. And in September, we will take leave officially of the Allied protective powers. This closes an important chapter in the history of Germany and in the history of the city of Berlin.
Die Gedenktafel für die Berlin-Brigade wird die Erinnerung an die amerikanischen Soldaten und ihren Dienst in dieser Stadt für immer wachhalten.
commemorative plaque for the Berlin Brigade will keep the memory of the American soldiers and of their service for this city alive for time immemorial.
Die Angehörigen der Berlin Brigade haben in diesen Jahrzehnten das Gesicht und auch den Charakter Berlins mitgeprägt. Die hier in Berlin haben unzählige amerikanische Familien in den vergangenen Jahrzehnten mit uns, den Deutschen, in guter Nachbarschaft, in Freundschaft gelebt.
For decades, the members of the Berlin Brigade left an imprint on the face and the character of the city of Berlin. Just as in this town here, in the city of Berlin, all over Germany, innumerable American families have lived over the past decades together with us Germans in good neighborhood, with good neighborly and friendly relations.
Vor allem den Familien ist es zu verdanken, wenn diejenigen, die nun in die USA in ihre Heimat zurückkehrten, als Freunde unseres Landes scheiden, in dem Bewusstsein, eine zweite Heimat gewonnen zu haben.
And it is particularly due to the contribution of those families when those who leave us today and who go back to the United States of America leave us as friends of this country, and go back with the feeling to have found a second home.
Die persönlichen Beziehungen, die auf diese Weise entstanden, werden deswegen sicher wesentlich dazu beitragen, dass das Verhältnis zwischen unseren Völkern, die Freundschaft und die Partnerschaft zwischen Amerikanern und Deutschen dauerhaft mit Leben erfüllt bleibt.
Eddie, you have 2 shirts.
And I trust that these personal relations that have evolved over the years in these ways will give an important contribution to the relationship between our peoples, our nations, being filled with friendship and continue to be so.
Sie, die Soldaten der Berlin Brigade, beenden heute ihren Dienst in Berlin. Amerikanische Streitkräfte werden aber als Teil der Atlantischen Allianz weiterhin in Deutschland, weiterhin in Europa bleiben. Die Anwesenheit amerikanischer Soldaten war und ist sichtbares Symbol unserer transatlantischen Bindung und Partnerschaft.
Soldiers of the Berlin Brigade end your term of service today, but American forces will continue to remain as part of the Atlantic Alliance here in Germany and in the whole of Europe. And the presence of American soldiers here was and is the most visible symbol of our transatlantic bond and our partnership.
Die zwischen Deutschen und Amerikanern gewachsene Freundschaft und Partnerschaft wird sich, dessen bin ich sicher, auch in Zukunft in der gemeinsamen Verantwortung für Frieden und Freiheit bewähren.
The friendship that has evolved between the Germans and the Americans, this partnership that has grown between us, will continue to prove itself in the future, and we will continue to share responsibility for upholding peace and freedom.
Ich wünsche Ihnen, den Soldaten der Berlin Brigade, ihren Familien für die Zukunft alles Gute und Gottes Segen für Ihren Lebensweg.
Soldiers of the Berlin Brigade and your families and relatives, all the best for your future, and may God bless you.
Herr Präsident, liebe Frau Clinton, zum Abschluss Ihres Besuches in Deutschland und heute in Berlin darf ich Ihnen noch einmal sehr, sehr herzlich für alle meine deutschen Landsleute danken für diesen Besuch.
President, Mrs. Clinton, at the end of your visit to Germany and to the city of Berlin, let me thank you once again, most warmly, on behalf of the German people, for having come here to see us.
Es waren zwei gute Tage.
Those were 2 good days.
Es war ein fantastischer Tag heute hier in Berlin.
And today was simply a fantastic day here in Berlin.
Und an diesem Tag gab es eine unvergessliche Stunde. Das war der Weg vom Reichstag durch das Brandenburger Tor hindurch, im Angesicht von vielen Tausenden Berlinerinnen und Berlinern.
And it was at this very day that we lived and saw an unforgettable hour. We walked from the Reichstag through the Brandenburg Gate, and this in front of thousands and thousands of Berlin citizens.
Der Präsident stand ihm vor allem auch ihre Rede im Brandenburger Tor. Für das, was sie gesagt haben und wie sie es gesagt haben. Es waren Worte für Freundschaft und es waren Worte einer tief empfundenen Zuneigung und Sympathie für unser Volk. Und dafür danke ich Ihnen ganz besonders.
Most warmly for the speech that you gave in front of the Brandenburg Gate. Let me thank you both for what you said and for how you said it. Because out of that speech spoke a very deep felt friendship and sympathy for our people. And I would like to thank you most warmly for this.
Vielen Dank für dies alles. Es lebe die deutsch-amerikanische Freundschaft.
Thank you for
Ladies and gentlemen, the Commander-in-Chief of the United States Army Europe and 7th Army, General David M. Haddix.
President Mrs. Clinton, Chancellor and Frau Kohl, distinguished guests, citizens of Berlin, soldiers, civilians, and family members of the United States Army Berlin. On behalf of the United States Army, I am both delighted and honored that all of you have joined the Berlin Brigade to commemorate this historic occasion, the final U.S. military parade in Berlin. Today is the culmination of a unique and close relationship, one that has been built for nearly half a century between the people of Berlin and its brigade. A relationship where the strongest of bonds have been formed by people living together, supporting each other, first in great adversity, and finally in great joy. Today, we witness the completion of our mission here in Berlin. 33 years ago, on the eve of the construction of the wall and the establishment of the brigade in its current configuration, President Kennedy proclaimed to the world the importance of your mission when he stated, and I quote, "The fulfillment of our pledge to this city is essential to the moral and security of Western Germany, to the unity of Western Europe, and to the faith of the entire free world." End quote. To the soldiers of the Berlin Brigade, past and present, you have fulfilled that sacred pledge. The courage and discipline you displayed in facing Soviet tanks less than 200 meters away across Checkpoint Charlie showed our resolve to help win the Cold War victory. Those same qualities have continued to serve all of us as your mission evolved. From defending Berlin to protecting refugees, providing comfort, demonstrating our commitment to democracy, and performing the role of able sentries on 3 continents. The colors that we have just honored and furled have flown against the backdrop of the Berlin Wall. They've been planted in the rocky hills of Turkey and the desert plains of northern Iraq. They've been carried in the mountains of Macedonia, and now they're finally going home. To the citizens of Berlin, the victory we have won together has not been simply a matter of military readiness, but of the unconquerable spirit of liberty that you have exhibited. Inspired by your steadfast example, the light of democracy is now spreading throughout the continent. From the darkest days of the Cold War to today's rejoicing in unity, you have been great hosts and friends to your brigade. Now, one aspect of our unique relationship will change as the brigade departs. But the United States Army Europe remains engaged and committed to our friends in Berlin, to Germany, to our allies, to freedom. The success of our mission in Berlin, together, has allowed us not to diminish, but rather to broaden our relationship with the people of Berlin. So we look forward to a new future together. Soldiers of the brigade, citizens of Berlin, I thank you for your heroic efforts that have made that future possible. God bless you. There is only one American who can convey fully our nation's regard for its Berlin Brigade. On behalf of the United States Army and all those, past and present, who have served in this great city, it's my great honor and privilege to present to you our Commander-in-Chief, President of the United States. Mr. President, I'm extremely proud to present to you your Berlin Brigade.
Thank you, General Maddox, Chancellor and Mrs. Cole, Mayor and Mrs. Dinkton, General Jolin, General Yates, Ambassador Holbrook, members of the Berlin Brigade. Let me first say a word of appreciation to those who have spoken before, to General Yates for his moving statement of commitment and the shared experience you have had here in protecting freedom and in your work since the end of the Cold War in Iraq and Turkey and Macedonia and elsewhere. General Maddox for his leadership and continuing commitment to our presence in Europe, and especially to my friend Chancellor Cole, for it is what has happened in the last few years since the wall fell, which has proved that your enduring sacrifice was worth it. We are marking the end of a half a century of sacrifice on freedom's frontier, but we are celebrating a new beginning. Chancellor Cole, I thank you for being America's great friend and for proving in the inordinate sacrifices made by the German people and the German government since the wall came down that unification can be a reality, that Germany can be whole and one, and a full partnership in leading the world to a better tomorrow. America is in your debt, sir. In 1945, at the dawn of the Cold War, President Truman came here to Berlin. From atop the American headquarters, he raised high the stars and stripes and stated then his hope that one day Berlin would be part of what he called a better world, a peaceful world, a world in which all the people will have an opportunity to enjoy the good things in life. Well, today Berlin is free, Berlin is united. Berlin has taken its rightful place in that better world. The symbolic walk that the First Lady and I and Chancellor Mrs. Cole took through the Berlin Brigade, and the symbolic ceremony held for the first time with an American president on the eastern side of that gate gave full evidence of the success of those efforts. And now, with the Cold War over, we gather to honor those Americans who helped to bring it to an end, who helped to unite Berlin, who helped to make it possible for us to walk through the Berlin Brigade. The men and women of the Berlin Brigade. Few moments in the life of a nation are as proud as when we can thank our sons and daughters in uniform for a job well done. Today we share such a moment. We haste your colors as you prepare to bid farewell to this place you have done so much to secure. And I say to all of you, the members of the Berlin Brigade, America salutes you. Mission accomplished. From Checkpoint Charlie to Doughboy City to Temple Hope Airport and beyond, more than 100,000 American men and women have served in Berlin. More than anyone, they showed the patience it took to win the Cold War. More than anyone, they knew the dangers of a world on edge. They would have been the first casualties in the world's final war. Yet they never flinched. There were people like Colonel Gail Halverson, who dropped tiny parachutes carrying candy to the children of Berlin during the 1948 era. And Sid Shacknow, a Holocaust survivor, who became an American citizen after the Second World War. Here in Berlin, he became better known as Brigadier General Shacknow, Brigade Commander. And Edward Demery, one of the heroes of Checkpoint Charlie, who commanded a unit that for 16 tense hours looked straight into the guns of Soviet tanks in 1961. People like a brave private named Hans Kuhl, who stood sentry one day in 1964 when a young East Berliner dashed for freedom. East German guards fired and the youth fell wounded, and that's when Private Kuhl jumped the wall and carried him to freedom. Few of them are here today, but some are. Many of them will not see their beloved Berlin again. But when their nation and the world called, all stood ready to take the first fall for freedom. I ask you now, all of us, to thank them with applause for their acts of courage over these decades. Now we leave with the friendship between Germany and America and thousands of personal friendships between Germans and Americans live on. And our commitment to the good and great people of Berlin and Germany lives on. Together we are building on our vision of a Europe united, pursuing a common dream of democracy, free markets, security based on peace, not conquest. We stand ready to defend the interests of freedom against new threats. And I am committed to keeping some 100,000 troops in Europe to make sure that commitment is good. Today our troops are strong. They have what they need to do the job. They deserve it and they must always have it. The lessons we have learned for 50 years tell us that we must never let the forces of tyranny rule again. In the long struggle to free Berlin, no one ever knew for sure when the day of liberty would come. Not when Harry Truman raised the flag in 1945, or when the first airlift planes landed in 1948, or when the Hateful Wall went up in 1961. In all those years, the defenders of Berlin never gave up. You stood your ground. You kept watch. You fortified an island of hope. Now we go forward to defend freedom, and strengthened by your devotion, we work for the day when we can say everywhere in the world what you made it possible for us to say here today in Berlin. Mission accomplished. Thank you, and God bless you all.
G, S8. Headquarters of headquarters of AUSMCA, and 5, Captain Stephen Jim Zelinsky. The First Sergeant, Herschel B. Jones. The 287 Military Police Company is commanded by Captain William Lowe. The First Sergeant Joseph Field. The Medical Department, activated Berlin, is commanded by Colonel Michael Schei. First Sergeant Richard Carter. The Medical Committee, 27th Line Gift Corps, these targets are identified accordingly. On behalf of the commanding general, thank you for your attention.
Good job, man. Good job.
I wonder what he's doing. Can you see? Oh, you should have told Glennis. Glennis! You should have told her to take your pictures for you.
Hey, move back here, buddy. Come on.
Where's she?
Glennis!
Back it up.
Give me the camera, Mama. Glennis!
Ja. Das ist doch ein Meterkabel hast du. Ja. Ich weiß ja nicht, was passiert. Das muss ich gerade ziehen.
Can you try to get one of the first lady in here if you can? Thanks. It's 36 in here. Hey, Glennis, you have to wind it after you take it. Where they at?
It's on what? It's on what? Where you located at right now?
Oh, I didn't see any teaspoon in the bag.
What? It's all sticky on the bottom. I know what it is, Simone. It's all sticky on the bottom.